Today's episode of the Just Keep Swimming podcast is brought to you by Audible. Audible is an online audiobook and podcast service offering over 10,000 books and the ability to listen to your favorite podcasts, including the Just Keep Swimming podcast. I personally use Audible all the time and suggest you take a listen to Intentional Living by John C. Maxwell. In this book, Mr. Maxwell shares his story on how he was able to live a noble and purposeful life and gives you tips and tricks so you can do the same. So please start your 30-day free trial now at www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast, all lowercase. Again, that is www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast. And if you have any more questions or concerns for the Just Keep Swimming podcast, you're always welcome to reach out to us on Facebook or at Instagram at justskeepswimming_podcast, or you can email us at jkspodcast702@gmail.com. And with that out the way, let's dive into it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Just Keep Swimming podcast. It's your friend, your boy, your host, Mr. Adrian Jackson, and we back at it again with another great episode for you. And you already know who's with me. It's your boy, Mr. 13, dropping hot beats for the city. He actually just dropped a pretty new one, which is pretty fire, called the Harley Quinn Paradise. So please make sure you guys check it out. Fire beat, you guys do not want to miss it. But today's, ladies and gentlemen, I just kind of want to have a small conversation with you guys today to talk about you are human too, so it's okay. You know, I feel a lot of times we forget that we're humans. We think that we can be Superman or Superwoman or Wonder Woman, and, you know, we're not supposed to have the certain feelings that we have or, you know, do the things that we do. And I just kind of want to say that it's okay. You know, it's understandable. Like, you are human too. You know, one of the posts I made the other day on the IG page was something super simple as it's okay to feel your feelings. They're your feelings. And, you know, a lot of times we try to push our feelings away. I kind of had that feeling this weekend or this past week. You know, I felt like I was just more emotional, more irritable than I used to be. And it took me a while to really just sit down and be like, you know what, why am I feeling this way? Why do I feel like this? And I feel like my counselor, she does an amazing job to really talk about your inner child. Your inner child is something that's really making you feel this way because you were told these things when you were younger that you should do this, you should do that, you shouldn't act this way, you shouldn't act that way. And I think that's one thing that probably scarred us a lot in this world, because now that we're adults and we're older, we have this feeling of, oh, I shouldn't feel like this. I shouldn't feel sad. I shouldn't feel uptight. I shouldn't feel irritated. But then you do, and you just try to learn how to figure out how to fight that off. And it's like, no, don't fight it off. Accept it and try to understand why are you feeling this way. You know, I feel a lot of times we don't take the moment to really just sit down and realize, like, yo, I'm a human being too. I have feelings. I have thoughts. You know, I have things that I want, things that I feel I need, things that I desire. You know, I want certain stuff, and it's nothing wrong with me wanting that. You know, it's nothing wrong with me wanting a better job with more money, or wanting to be loved a certain way, or wanting to, you know, experience life in a certain way, you know. And I think we have to just learn to truly accept that and understand that, you know, we're all programmed differently. Like, you are one of one, you know what I'm saying? You're the only one like yourself walking this earth. Yeah, there are people that are similar, but you are truly yourself. And, you know, I think that right there is something that really just, it's really been resonating with me recently. Like, yo, taking Adam's class, Miss, I can't remember her name right now, but she was pulling cards at the last day of class, and the card that she pulled for me was, it's okay to do it your way. And that really resonated with me amazingly, because I always felt like, oh, I'm not doing it the way that this person says I should do it, or the way my dad believes I should do it, the way my mom believes I should do it. But, you know, I have to do it my way, the way that works for me. And sometimes what works for me is to, you know, shut down, take me a nap, Don't make contact, don't make the phone calls back. Sometimes I don't feel like being bothered, I don't want to talk, and it's okay to feel that way. It's okay to be human, because I am human, because at the end of the day, everybody else has that feeling at some point in time. Maybe we all just learn how to mask it a certain way to show that it's not there, but it's there, and we have to learn to just accept it, because when you are irritated, people can hear it. Definitely ones that truly know you. Like I jumped online my brother the other day, and just how he said was good, I can figure out like, oh damn, you alright, bro? You seem a little riled up. And at the same time, it was pretty interesting, because like, man, I feel the same way, bro. I kind of feel the same way of just irritation, and just not feeling the way that the world expects me to feel, or not feeling at 100%. And it's okay. It is 100% okay. I was having a conversation the other day trying to motivate Jessica to truly like figure out her passion, and she was like, man, I don't know what I want to do. And I'm like, it's okay, I understand. I'm gonna help you get some ideas, but at the same time, it's okay not to just hold yourself down or beat yourself up or be irritated. And one thing that I felt that really helped me get out of that mood was a message by Pastor Mike, when he was talking about when you start to feel that way, you just try to either one, relax, and then two, help somebody else out. Go back and give in a way that you didn't even expect to give, because that's going to help you get back what you need. And I really practiced that this weekend. My cousin Tati, shout out Tati, she just I'm assuming she passed her phlebotomy class. I haven't talked to her since, but I'm gonna reach out to her. But she needed somebody just to come and poke blood on, and I'm like, I don't want to wake up, but at the same time, cuz you need some help, I can help you out. You don't ask for help a lot. You have the nerve to want to reach out and ask people to come help out. I'm gonna come help you out. What I'm saying? You can poke me and pull some of my blood. And I don't even like needles. I hate needles, but it was just felt good to give. My grandma just had her 85th birthday. Happy birthday, grandma. And same thing. It was just good to just be around the family and just letting that go, because as you sit there and just realize, see all the smile and all your loved ones, you're like, oh my gosh, I am really more blessed than I am. Maybe I was feeling that way because I was feeling lonely. Maybe I was feeling that depression because I couldn't just be myself and enjoy myself. But then being around your family, it's like, man, I can truly be myself around these people, and the laughs are truly genuine, and the love that you felt is just amazing, and it's like really a recharging feeling. During the week, like I said, I was feeling a little low, and I was like, man, I don't feel like talking to somebody right now. Let me take me a nap. And after I took that nap, I just woke up feeling so much better and so much rejuvenated and ready to tackle the things that I needed to tackle again, the things that I felt I was running from. It's like, let me actually get up now and do these dishes and do the things that I need to do. But, I had to just really stop and tell myself that it is okay, Adrian. Don't beat yourself up. Don't be mad. Don't be upset, or if you are mad, it's okay to be mad. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be irritated. You're human. You have feelings. God put these feelings in you so you can learn how to navigate through life, because your feelings are really your guides. You have to really learn to trust your feelings, because your feelings are telling you something. You have to learn to question your feelings as well, and try to figure out why you're feeling the things that you feel, because if you don't question your feelings, they're going to just keep coming back, and you have to learn to figure out what they are so you can truly deal with them. But yeah, I just wanted to share that beautiful message with you guys. It's okay to be human. You're human. It's okay to feel. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to want. It's okay to have desires. It's okay to want to disappear. It's okay to want to go party. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to just feel the way you feel and just live this life the way you want to live it. You don't have to try to keep up with the Joneses. I say that all the time. Don't try to keep up with other people. Don't compare yourself to other people. I saw a post the other day. They talk about how, this couple always looks so lovely and so happy. And he's like, do you really think they only post the good stuff? Like, they're not going to post the bad stuff. They're only going to post the good stuff, so they always seem good. But when they disappear for that 2-3 months, that's how you know there's some bad stuff going on. But they're not going to share that with you, and it's okay. It's your life. It's your social media. It's the things that you want to show and the things that you want to do. And it's okay to go into your corner and just take a second back and just recharge yourself, get your batteries back. So yeah, I just kind of want to share that with you guys and just let you know it's okay. I promise you it's okay. You're human too. I promise you you're human too. But yeah, I'm gonna pass this along to Mr. 13. I know he has a great thing that he wants to end this message with. So coming to the mic is Mr. 13.
Hello. Welcome back. It's nice to talk to you guys again. It's been just a little bit, at least for us. We have 2 messages to listeners, but it's just things have been tough lately, and kind of to piggyback off of what Adrian said. It's okay to feel what you feel. Honestly, this past week has been a little, I don't know, I just want to say like rough. Like he said, when we hopped on the game one night, he could kind of tell it in my voice was just kind of like down. Reasons for that is just like my car wasn't working. I've just been extremely exhausted and like drained this week for some reason. Work was hectic. I knew there was several things going on this weekend. Like, I know I had to go to the gym, and then, shout out to grandma for her, 85th birthday. But there's just a lot of stuff on my mind, and I just had to go through the motions. So be prepared for our interviews coming up the following week after this message is posted. But to kind of get to the main point of what I want to share, it's kind of just like a continuation off of what my brother said, but kind of just, it's okay to be you, whatever that is. I know that I just started doing therapy again, just to kind of work through some past traumas and issues that I've been going through for like the past 1.5 to 2 years. And I just want to kind of narrow down on what's causing like my social anxiety. It may not sound it like in my voice, especially when we're doing these interviews and stuff like that, but it's something on the inside that I want to address. And I've been talking to my therapist, and one of the things she was just kind of saying is like, you're gonna have these feelings, but it's okay to like have them, to acknowledge them and have them take a backseat. Like, say, hey, I appreciate you. I understand why I'm trying to understand why you're here, but I'm gonna need you to take a step back, and just take a step back. I got the message. Let me do what I need to do, because one thing I've noticed about myself is whenever I'm thrown into a social situation, even though I don't want to be in that social situation, I know I can perform really well, and I just want to get that internal anxiety to kind of leave me alone. So rather than suppressing it and asking it to just completely leave, there's some things where the anxiety kind of tells me what's going on or what I should be alerted about, but I shouldn't have it control my life. Like Adrian said, it's okay to feel anxious, it's okay to feel depressed and things like that, but don't let it overtake your life. Acknowledge it being there, but don't have it run the show, because you're more than that. And to figure that out, you need to figure out who you are. And that's a whole journey on its own, but that's the only thing you can do. You can only be you. When you're not you, then you're not at your best. You're not at your 100. You're not at your peak. You haven't developed your full potential. That's why you need to find out who you are. And one of the things that kind of made me made the week kind of calm down, or I would say get better, revitalize me a little bit, was I was at work and my manager, we was just having a conversation, but one thing that just kind of hit me was, you can only be you. You just gotta be you. And like, that's such a popular saying in terms of like, self-help and things of the sort. But honestly, that's what it is. You can only be you. If you're just loud, outgoing, and sometimes you're a little airheaded or something of the sort, like, that's okay. That's who you are, and that's how you operate, and you've made it this far by doing that. You can't stop being you unless you put yourself outside of that. But then, are you really happy? For me, it's like I said, I'm an introvert. I don't really like being in social situations too often, and it's not that I despise it, but it drains a lot of my energy. There's so much stuff going on in my brain all the times that, and then the amount of energy I put into like being present for these social situations, it drains me. So that's why I just like to be alone. And I think that's why I was kind of already on the right track recently, just in terms of like taking a step back from going out or talking with friends a lot or things of the sort. It's just like, yo, let me be comfortable and figure out how to not feel anxious or guilty or, you know, putting myself down for wanting to take my own space. It's okay. I can feel these things. If I need to ask for help, I'll ask for help. But honestly, I'm just enjoying being in my space. And it's similar to Adrian. Whenever I am down, I'm just tired, I'll take a nap. And as long as I'm communicating that, like, and letting people know if they're asking, everything should be fine. My anxiety is like, oh, okay, what are they going to think? Like, oh man, I should be doing this. But 9 times out of 10, I'm stressing about something that hasn't necessarily happened that way yet. Just for example, when me and Adrian hopped on to the games and he could tell I was a little off, when I told him I was doing therapy, started up therapy again, he was like, oh, you okay? Like, you kind of want to take this week off? Like, we can do like a couple messages to the listener. And I was like, honestly, I was about to say, no, we can keep going, but in my heart of hearts, like, I know I needed the rest. I'm tired. I'm still trying to process all of these things and, still trying to accomplish my own personal goals. Let me take him up on that offer. It's okay. I can take that rest. I can go ahead and revitalize myself and take the space that I need to get to where I need to be, and also realize who I am and understanding more. I would say over this past year, I've learned more about myself than I've had in a minute without being like, without identifying myself with another person. And also just growing into who I am as an adult. I'm in my mid-20s now. I just reached 25 like 2 months ago. So taking the notice of who I was and appreciating who I was, and bringing that to and understanding that I'm different now, is like it's weird, it's tough, but it's also bringing a sense of peace because, things change, people change, the world changes, and you also change. And the same you yesterday may not be the same you today or the next 10 years or who you were 4 years ago. You're constantly changing, but as long as you're, listening to yourself and being as true to yourself as possible, then, I feel like you'll be able to find that peace that you're searching for, that happiness that you're searching for, without having it come from an external source, and kind of breach on another topic, just staying true to you. Like, who are you doing it for? Why are you doing it? If it's not for, like, you or somebody that truly deserves it because they're pouring into the same cup with the same amount of force as you are, then don't do it. Like, do the things that make you happy and find out who you are so you can figure out what makes you happy and do that. It's not an easy road. Sometimes it takes time. And shoot, I would say not even sometimes. It definitely takes time to figure that out. But at least take it step by step to figure out who you are and figure out the things that you like and what you want to do, and keep trudging towards that, because eventually you'll find your, as a book that Adrian also recommended, The Alchemist, is like, you'll find your own personal legend. You'll find your own personal treasure by doing the best things that you can do for you, because you're finding out who you are. I'll just end it off on that note. Again, thanks for listening. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or you can email us at jkspodcast702@gmail.com. Again, that's jkspodcast702@gmail.com. I hope you're having a fantastic morning, a wonderful evening, and a blessed afternoon. And remember, just keep swimming. Peace.